Okay, we're gonna go into the Elementalist showcase here. Not the strongest on this character, but we have Elementalist. Elementalist is a little bit more abilities. It has an ultimate. What the ultimate means is that you have to charge up your. It's not an ability on a cooldown. You have to charge up by getting kills or wait over time. It is not something you just have to. It's a use we want to use against a boss, and you'll see how much damage it does in a bit here. But let's go over the class here. First things first, you have to unlock this class by getting 25 class tickets, tier 1s. I do have a video of explaining how to get these, but from World 1 and 2 bosses, World bosses, and World 1 and 2, and from quests that you can also get these from if you're low level. So let's go over the abilities here. So first of all, we have our basic attack or auto attack, which is Ice Needle. It's much slower than Arcane, but you do spawn a little bit more than normal. It shoots a lot faster. Of course, as a mage, you do not move when you do auto attack. So when you are a melee attacker, you do move forward. But as a mage or any range character for right now, it is just you just stand still and you don't have to move. But compared to a melee attacker, most melee attackers or melee classes have an AoE auto attack, so you hit multiple enemies at the same time. While mage, you have your auto attacks don't only hit one person at a time. So let's do our second ability, Icicle Fields. This one is it erupts icicle spikes that inflicts frost, so they get slowed, and it's in a small little cone in front of you. So you can see, for example, here it will do about 4 or 5 ticks per damage in an AoE, so hit multiple enemies, and they get frosted, which means they get slowed down. You see the little debuff right next to their name. They get slowed for a little bit. You can see how it does that much. It does decent damage. It's good. It's a very low cooldown, 6 seconds. Takes about 2 seconds to come out, so it's a 4-second cooldown. You run around, and they're always going to be slowed, so easy to get around. Second ability is a very basic ability, which is very strong ability too. Fireball. You hurl a fireball and deal damage and inflicts burn. So burn is nice. I think burn does percent. Used to do percent health, max health, but it could be different, just regular burn now. But it does the AoE damage, which is a really strong thing. So you press R here, and does AoE damage, and you see they burn for about 8 seconds, around there, depending on who gets hit. If it's a direct hit or an AoE hit, depends on what the burn is. 7 seconds cool to 7 seconds, and an AoE hits, it's 4 seconds. You see how it does decent damage for sure. Here, we'll do it one more time. They're gonna die slowly. There you go. Last ability before the ultimate, we have Lightning Strike. This is a kind of a hard one to hit. If you don't want to get hit, like moving around, you place it down, and it does damage at AoE. It's pretty strong. It has a 15-second cooldown. It lasts for 5 seconds. But sadly, if you're running around like this, they will move out of it. So you have to find either like a boss, good against bosses, all that stuff. Like they will get out if they're slow, they're fast. It's not the best ability to use, but it's good for bosses for sure because they stand still. Good DPS, that's for sure. Or you can use chill your Icicle Field and Lightning Strike as they'll be chilled or slowed down by frost, and they will be slow enough not to walk out of the Lightning Strike. So for example, do this, you can do the dodge backwards. You can see how much damage doesn't matter, but 4 or 5 ticks of damage, and there you go. That is Lightning Strike. Now we have Storm. Now this one inflicts super frost, which is like basically a stun. They get super slowed once they get frosted. When you do use it for the first time, it uses all the elements, so they get it's a cool animation. So you want to use it like on bosses or very tanky enemies like these golems. If you want to get multiple golems, you want to use it on them. So here is the example here. So I'm just gonna wait for like one more to spawn, as there should be one more spawning soon. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. But all right, let's just use it now. So here is what it looks like. If Superfruits frost them, so they actually slowed for a long time. Tons of damage. And there you go. It'll one shot a lot of stuff. It's very strong. And then you see on the bottom here, it's not on a cooldown. It is basically it's on a percent base. So if you do get kills, or you have pets that have perks to charge faster, it's just like on a it's every kill gives you percent. But it's you could wait for it or kill things. If you do it on bosses, it's a little bit tough to recharge. It's not bad using it in between, waves of enemies, because killing enemies does charge it faster. But if you do use it on a boss, it'll take a little bit longer to recharge. There's not a lot of enemies, not a lot of ads would spawn during the boss phase. So it is you just gotta choose when you want to use these abilities. It's not bad to save it, but also sometimes too long, it's not really worth it. That's for sure. But whenever you're playing as a mage, you want to use your dodge ability as always. So you can do you E and then dodge backwards to give you some space, or you can use your F ability and dodge as well. So for example, again, use this and then dodge backwards. Like I've said in another video, Arcana video, you do not want to use your dodge too early. So for example, like this, you cancel your animation and it doesn't go up, it goes on cooldown. So it kind of sucks when that happens, for sure. So just be careful. Just do that, dodge backwards so you don't get hit. And you, as a mage, you're kiting around using your abilities, running around here and there. And then we have our ult again, which just does tons of damage. And there you go. That is the Elementalist class here. Yes, I will claim this because it is annoying. But there you go. That is Elementalist showcased there.